Faith, Family, and Falcon came about inspired by our previous chairman, Mr. Hugo Gutierrez.
He was a pillar of the community, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And so the story goes he tried to get a loan for $5,000 loan for equipment. He was an electrician, and he took in the title to his truck, thinking maybe he could borrow against that, and he was laughed out of the bank. And so, fast forward 20 years later, when Falcon National Bank was a new charter, they offered that position of director to my grandpa because he was, like I said, an entrepreneur and a respected member of the community. And it was about 10 years later that the bank was in trouble because of original founders and original principles that in no way reflect the principles now and the principles of the family. So shortly thereafter, my dad became the CEO and the president. My grandpa became chairman of the board, and it was then that the family was able to start instilling our principles and our what we place importance on, which is family and faith and treating people right and doing the right thing. Because what I always heard growing up is, if you do the right thing and you're honest with people, the profits follow. You can't have your eye on the profits. If you're doing the right thing, you're being honest, and you're doing right by people, things go right for you. Something that was instilled in me very early on was if the community doesn't grow, you don't grow, and the bank doesn't grow. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship. And so we've been really blessed at the developments we've been able to finance, the homes we've been able to build, the businesses we've been able to help start, and that just becomes the engine of the local economy.
Helping people is at the heart of everything we do. One project in particular, and that's the Gateway Community Health Services. And what Gateway does is it provides a lot of the medical services to the folks that don't have insurance, health insurance. There's a lot of indigent care that is needed, and since then they've opened up many more clinics in other surrounding counties that are also taking care of those folks. So for us, that's giving back to the community. We're Falcon. We're committed to our customers, we're committed to our employees, and we're committed to the community.
I go back to the culture, and it didn't happen overnight. This is something that my grandpa started by coming into the bank every morning and having his coffee and talking to the FSRs and the tellers. But it was just part of his routine. He'd go in and he'd talk to people, and people felt seen and listened to by the boss. And that, even though he's not here with us anymore, that culture, I think, still is here with the bank today. Is you feel seen by your boss, you feel like you're part of the team, and you feel like you're making a difference.
Faith, Family, and Falcon came and really hit me close to home. Was that I can say, my husband got really sick with heart disease, and he needed a heart transplant, which he just received this year. But I didn't miss any of his appointments, and I've been there for every procedure, every surgery, even post-transplant. Every week he was going in for a heart biopsy, and I haven't missed anything. And for that, I think I'm fortunate to be here. Sorry, give me a second. I'm lucky to be at an employee where I was able to be there for my husband, still receive a paycheck from Falcon to support my family, and just to be able to be back and forth. We don't have a transplant center in Laredo. Everything is in San Antonio, so I would commute every 2-3 days back and forth to Laredo and San Antonio between my husband and my kids. My husband being in the ICU, and I was able to work remotely. So that's just something that is very unique to Falcon, that I am very appreciative of, that they do live by the motto of Faith, Family, Falcon.
I believe our bank is the best bank in town. It's the best bank in town. We treat our employees like family, and we treat our customers like family. And if it wasn't for them, Falcon would not exist.